Hello, everyone, and welcome to Living with the Wilsons. I'm Corey, and today I'm going to be doing something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'm about to have LASIK surgery in a couple of hours, so I figured I'd do well, not really a vlog, but more of a video curtailing my whole experience. So hopefully, if you're on the fence of possibly getting it, it might give you a little bit of insight. I'm not a doctor by any means, so I won't be giving you any medical advice towards it. It's just solely based on my experience and what I've gone through. So here in a couple of hours, these bad boys will be coming off my face for the last time, so stay tuned. Okay, so it is the next day since I've had my LASIK procedure. I didn't do any filming after I got out yesterday, just didn't feel like it, but here's a picture of me on the way home. And as you can see, I've got the same sunglasses on. They give you these sunglasses to wear. I don't know if you could tell in that picture, but they also give you clear goggles that cover your entire face area. Those I had to wear all day yesterday after the procedure, and I have to wear them at whenever I'm sleeping for the next week. Also, there are medicated drops that I have to use every 4 hours for the next, I think it's like 5 days until they run out. And for like the next month, there are artificial tears that I have to continuously put into my eyes. For the first 24 hours, it's like every half hour, 45 minutes. And then after that, it's 6 to 8 times a day. So nothing really major, but today I am back at the Lasik Vision Institute for my post-op checkup. They do it literally the next day. And this morning when I woke up, I was amazed at how well I could see. I slept most of the time yesterday. As soon as I got home, well, kept my eyes closed for the truck ride all the way home, and then I went to bed. I slept until about 8 o'clock yesterday evening, so about 3 hours, 3.5 hours from the time I got home, and put the medicated drops in my eyes and did the artificial tear stuff and everything, and then ended up going back to bed until this morning, and I got up about 7:45 this morning. So did more drops, all that other stuff, and then 12:45 today, which is the following day, I am here for my post-op. So I'm going to go in and do my post-op. I'll let you know what that all entails, and then I'll get into the nitty-gritty of what the actual procedure entails. But I got 3 minutes until my appointment, so I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay, 10 minutes later, I am out of the office, and the checkup just quick and easy, very simple. They just check your eyes to make sure that the flap is settling properly and it's not lifting or anything like that, which I'll get into more of that when I tell you the actual process of what's going on in a couple minutes. But the point of this visit was for that, and they check your vision too to see what you're at. So just for reference, yesterday, before I had the surgery done or procedure, I was 20/100. Today, and my eyes aren't even fully healed, they're still swollen, there's still a little bit of haziness and stuff like that, so it's only going to get better. But as of right now, my vision is 20/15, so better than 20/20, which is freaking awesome. That's more than I was asking for. I just wanted to be 20/20, and to know I'm better than that, and it's only going to get better and clearer, is like, I'm beyond the moon over that whole situation. So sorry I didn't do this sooner. So that's done and over with. Now I'm going to get home. It's about a half hour, 45-minute drive back home. And then I'm going to go over what the whole thing entailed yesterday from the time I got to the office to the time I left. Okay, so I'm back home. And first of all, I want to show you what it is that they give you to use. There's these, which essentially, that's all it is. This is your artificial tears. It's quite a bit in each package, and I think they gave me 4 packages. And then the medicine. This is the medicine that they give you, and it doesn't want to focus on it, but yeah. This is what you're taking about every 4 hours while awake. You don't have to get up in the middle of the night to take the medicine. So this is going to be my life for the next month, and this is about 5 days. But anyways, so let's get talking about what the actual procedure entailed when you show up. So when you get there, the way it worked at the Lasik Vision Institute that I went to, Janine had to wait in the vehicle or in the lobby outside of the doctor's office. They weren't allowed to come in with you at all. They don't get to go in the back with you or anything like that. So whoever brings you there has to wait somewhere else. The whole thing's supposed to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending upon how busy they are. I think mine only took about an hour and a half from the time I got there to the time I left. Yeah, about that. So when you get there, you go and check in, you finish up your paperwork. A lot of the paperwork is done beforehand. They also text you a link where you can prepay in advance if you're paying with your card, your credit card or whatever, or bank card. The other option you have is beforehand, they give you the option to get financing for it. I didn't choose to go that route. I've been saving up the money for a while, and that's the route I went, is I paid for it up front. So once they verify the payment's all done, then you just sit there and wait. And once they call your name, they will bring you to one of the rooms. They sit you down, they take your personal belongings, like I had a hat and stuff like that. They let me keep my glasses on at the time being. But you put your hair up in a hair net, so wasn't allowed to have a ponytail or anything like that. So my hair had to go into a hair net, and then they put these little booty things on your feet. Once that's taken care of and you got all your belongings, you empty your pockets, cell phones, all that stuff. You have to turn your cell phones completely off. They can't be in airplane mode. They can't be on silent. They have to be completely turned off. You put this in a bag which has all your paperwork, and it actually has all this stuff in it. And that goes with you to the next location where they sit you down. And it takes about 10 minutes or so. You're sitting there waiting, and there's a person that you can see that's sitting across from you, that's sitting next to a door. Behind that door is actually where the procedure takes place. I wish I had some footage of it, but no cameras allowed. So I'm trying to paint a pretty picture here. So you're sitting there waiting, just waiting and waiting. It's a darker room. It's open to the hallway and stuff, so there's still some light and stuff coming in, but it's a darker room. And then once the doctor comes out and takes the person that's sitting next to the door, then somebody will come in the back, they grab you, they move you to that seat, and they have you take your glasses off at that time, and then they put these drops into your eyes, which is supposed to help relax the blood vessels or something, do something with the blood vessels in your eye. And then you sit there with your eyes closed for the remainder of your waiting period, which is generally about 15 minutes. And of course, during that time frame, then eventually somebody else will come sit in the seat that you were previously just sitting in, waiting to get your spot. So about 15 minutes goes by, and you can hear the behind you, everything's going on. You can actually hear the laser and stuff like that. Once they get done, you hear a door on another side open, they say goodbye, and then somebody escorts that person off. And then a couple minutes later, after they wipe everything down, do whatever it is that they're doing, they'll come out and they'll get you, and you go into the back room, or well, the operating room, the procedure room. And in this room, there are two machines, two different types of lasers, and there's a bed that you're gonna lay on. You lay on the bed, and the bed actually moves between the two machines. You have one on the left, one on the right. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go over to the one on the left, and that's if you're looking at it. When you're laying there on the bed, and you got your head in this laying down, and you got your head rested up there, you're gonna move over to the left machine. They put numbing drops into your eyes and whatnot, and they'll tape one of your eyes shut, because they do them one at a time. They put the clamp in there to hold your eyelid open, and they irrigate, and they put more numbing drops in, and they wipe it and everything. Then they have you sit still, and you're looking up into this light, and then they put this thing on your eyeball, and it feels like a suction cup is basically what it is. It's some pressure, that's all you feel, some pressure. And then they lower the machine on top of it, and a laser goes ding, 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 ding. It takes about 8 seconds, and it cuts the top layer of your eyelid. And that's the flap that it's creating so that they can flip it up. So they do that for both eyes. And then the machine, once they're done with that, the machine will move you over to the machine on the right. So the bed moves. And they're telling you everything that's going on. They're You know, they're talking to you, they're giving you instructions, it's not just, okay, hold still, and there's complete silence. They're talking to you, letting you know what's up, what's going on, how long to sit still, focus on this, do this, and they're telling you the next step as you're coming across to it. So then you get to the second machine, and again, they put a little bit more drops in your eyes. And they tape one eye shut because they do it one eye at a time. They put the eyelid opener clamp thingy in, and it holds your eyelid open. And you feel like you got to blink, and you think you're blinking, but you're really not. And they irrigate it and stuff like that. And then what they'll do is they'll come in nice and easily, and they'll flip that eyelid open, the incision that the first laser made. They'll flip it on top of your eye. And then you sit there and you look at a green dot, which has 2 red dots on the side and a green dot. So you look at the green dot, not the 2 red, but the green. I keep looking up. Focus on that green dot, and the machine will come down, and they say, okay, hold still for about 5 seconds, and you just hear the machine beep, 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 for about 5 seconds, and you smell this burning smell, and that's the laser burning your eye. And the smell goes away pretty quick, and that's like the worst part of the whole thing, I guess you could say, is smelling that, but it wasn't all that bad either. So 5 seconds, it comes up, then they prepare the other eye, and they do the same thing. It comes down, you focus on the green dot, and the laser does its thing, you get a little bit of a smell, and then 5 seconds later, that's done. They say everything's good to go, and after they get done with the laser, they actually flip the flap back down before they proceed to the next eye. So they flipped this one down, then they went and did this. So after this one was done, they flipped the lid down. They smooth it all out, they irrigate it and everything, and they make sure it's all good. And then they'll tape the second eye shut. They'll untape the first eye that they did, because that's been taped for a little bit. You gotta be able to see to walk. They'll help you sit up, and they tell you everything's done and over with, at which point they help you stand up. They walk you to the door, the secondary door, because there's one door in, one door out. You grab your stuff off the chair. Well, they grab the stuff off the chair, which is this green bag, which has everything in it. All this stuff. My hat was in there. My glasses were in there that I no longer need. The sunglasses were in there, and so were the goggles, which are in my bedroom. Oh, let me show you the goggles. These are the goggles right here. So I had to wear these all day yesterday, and I have to wear them whenever I sleep for the next week. So they take you to this other room, they sit you down. It's a dark room, and you just are sitting there, and they just say, keep your eyes closed. And about 2 minutes go by, then one of the other doctors come in. They put some drops in your eyes just to irrigate and stuff like that. Just more of these drops right here. And then they have you put your chin on this machine, and they go in and they just look at the flap, make sure everything's laying down properly like it's supposed to. Once they verify it's where it's supposed to be, they then put these on you, tell you do not remove them for the rest of the day, and make sure you sleep in them, and you will sleep in them for the next week. They give you all the instructions to how to use these, and then they hand you these. And they say, okay, we're all done. We'll see you tomorrow at your specified time. And that's all there is to it. So they walk you out, and you're off on your way. And that's all there is to it. And then, like earlier today, I went and did my final visit. Let me take those off now. And like I said, I just wish I had done this sooner. If it's something that you're on the fence about, do your research. Is possibly something that you could be eligible for, and if it is, just make an appointment with either the Lasik Vision Institute, which is who I went through. No affiliation, no sponsorship or anything like that. Did it all on my own money, or whatever you have close to you. And just go talk to them, see what it entails, get your examination, see if you're even a candidate, and they'll explain to you the whole process and how to do everything. But I will say, if you don't do it, you'll always be wondering what would happen if I did do it. And I'll tell you right now, with me being less than 24 hours from the procedure, and I'm already 20/15 vision, I'm ecstatic and over the moon, and I am sorry I didn't do it sooner. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you got some information out of this. Again, I am not a doctor. I'm not affiliated with this place in any way, shape, form, or whatever. and it's just for some entertainment and informative purposes to maybe get you to go seek it out and get more information on it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and share the video. Comment below if you want to. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And make sure you check out JCW Travels, jcwtravels.com. And if you have any travel needs, because yeah, that's us, and we can help you out. See you guys later.